So are you thinking of buying the new Adidas Takumi Sen 10? Because if you are, watch this video because today I have bought this shoe and I'll be running in the Adidas Takumi Sen 10s for the first ever time, and I'll be giving you my initial reaction to this shoe. Now guys, if you enjoy the content you see on the screen or you find it helpful, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, I myself are quite normally a Nike fan, and this shoe right here is Adidas, as you can see. So why have I splashed the cash on this shoe? Now, I saw this on a deal on Sports Direct for just 85 quid, which is a 50% discount from the normal retail price of 170 quid. And seeing that deal, I could just not resist and splash the cash on the Takumi Sen 10. But with a retail price of 170 quid, I'd recommend you watch this video because today we're going to be running in the shoe and giving you my initial reaction to this shoe. But first of all, let's look at the intended purpose for the shoe. Now, this shoe is designed to be super fast, it's designed to give you that snap, and it's designed to propel you forwards to get that extra bit of speed into you. Naturally, this right here is a race day shoe, and we look online, we're looking at races between 1 mile all the way up to 10k. Now, I'm going to put the weight of this shoe on the screen now, and for any type of running shoe, this is actually quite lightweight. And bearing in mind the purpose for this shoe being a race day shoe, this is actually quite a good quality to possess. Now, being super lightweight means that the shoe doesn't drag you down and it gives you quite an on-ground feel. And with that being said, let's move on to look at some of the details to this shoe. So the main foam used for this shoe is the Light Strike Pro, which you can see on the screen now. Now, this is quite a good foam to have in your race day shoe because it's quite comfortable, it's quite cushioned, and also, just feeling it alone, it is quite bouncy and quite soft. But then the main part to this shoe is the energy rods. Now, the energy rod system was in the previous model of the Takumi Sen 9, and if you're new to what energy rods are, basically they propel you forwards and they are super bouncy. You get a lot of spring in the energy rods and they are very good to have in a race day shoe. Looking elsewhere, except from the foams in the Takumi Sen 10s, and we do feel like we've got quite a breathable upper mesh here, which is good to have, and you've also got quite a nice collar at the front of this shoe, and you've also got quite a nice snug fit for the heel, so there shouldn't be much movement off the foot once you've got this shoe in. But yeah, with that being said, the design and the details of the shoe, it does look quite promising, but will it live up to the expectations? Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lace these shoes on and then I'm going to go for a short run with this shoe. As the intended purpose for the shoe is the race day shoe, I'll be getting a bit of speed in here and seeing how they feel. And with that being said, let's get the shoe on. Alright guys, so we got the shoe laced on. My initial reactions is quite a narrow snug fit, which it can be a good thing because it stops the feet from moving too much in the shoe, which would stop blisters from occurring, which is something I've had quite a lot with some other shoes in the past. But bearing that in mind, definitely would not go a size lower than this because my toes, they are right on the edge of this shoe, but it is pretty much a perfect fit. So what I've done is gone down some country lanes and just going to warm the legs up a bit, and then we're going to do some strides, get a bit of speed in and see how they feel really. So the strides are completed. The aim of that was to get a bit of speed into the shoe and see how I feel. I quite liked it because the energy rods, they were quite responsive and they had a nice little spring to them. So far it is quite a promising shoe. Alright guys, based on the first run with these shoes, now it will take time to come to an overall decision, so a shoe review will be published in the next few weeks, so do subscribe with the notification bell on so you don't miss that. But for now, based on the first run, my overall verdict is I am actually quite a big fan of this shoe. Now, my feelings and thoughts based on the first run is it's quite lightweight, which is nice to have, and also you can definitely feel the energy rods in there propelling you forwards, and the shoe, it's bouncy, it's springy, and that's what you want from a race day shoe. Now, I did feel like the shoe was quite a condensed build, and it really was push my foot together, but having saying that, if you look at the upper for this shoe, we've got quite a breathable mesh, which does allow for a bit of movement to adjust around your foot, which it doesn't make much movement, but in a way that can be good because it can avoid blisters, which is something I have experienced quite a lot in the past. So that is, again, you can look at it as another advantage for the shoe. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy my initial reactions to the Takumi Sen 10. And in the next few weeks, I will have a full review coming up on the channel where I will come to a decision on if I recommend you to buy the shoe or not. And it will also have the advantages and the disadvantages for the shoe. So with that being said, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on so you don't miss that video, where I will give you my full review for the shoe. But for now, with the initial reactions, I'm quite a big fan of the shoe, and I think this shoe definitely has a lot of potential where if I do like it, I will be definitely implementing this shoe into my race day selection, where in the future I will be selecting this for races. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.